Happy New Year, Sanata Kumara.
Happy New Year, Sanata Kumara.
Isn't it wonderful to be on earth in the hour of his victory?
Yes.
Happy New Year again, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Well, about the biggest mistake I made, I worked directly on the painting. I didn't make a sketch of it first, you know. And, well, it goes before that. It began with I wanted to do a portrait of Sanata Kumары. So, I collected a bunch of pictures and I studied them for a while, you know, and tried to come up with something and I never could. So then I did I was going to do a chart, maybe perhaps something a little different. And Ruth came up with the idea, why not do a portrait of you? So, of course I did. And well, that was 3 years ago. And then in my spare time, I, finally come to the point as I call it finished. But
How long did you work on it?
3 years. I started on Thanksgiving 3 years ago and finished this Thanksgiving. So, yeah, my problem was too, I didn't have much to work from, except the pictures from the brochures, you know, that we get from the University Press. And so I didn't even know your exact color of your eyes, and, you know, except for the photograph name was very clear. But I'm just glad that I was given the opportunity to do it, and I actually feel honored that I was given that opportunity. And I thank you, Mother, and the Masters, and of course my wife Ruth here for supporting me and inspiring me and making sure that I do it right. So many times I said, well, okay, this is all I'm going to do to it. You know, I do one particular thing. She comes in, no, that's all wrong. You can't go like that. So I'd have to. The good thing about it's oil, you know, and canvas, linen canvas. So I could just keep working over and over forever, you know, just keep changing stuff. And some places there are quite a few layers of paint. Change it to me. The eagle? Oh, well, I had a couple other eagles up there. I didn't like them. And so one night, I know I looked all over for you, and I couldn't find the exact one I wanted. So one night, I'm in a habit of getting in the middle of the night and go down and have a snack. So about 2 o'clock in the morning, I went down to the kitchen and had a little snack, and then I wasn't even thinking about the painting or anything, and I had the impression to go look in the library and pull out a National Geographic, and I did, and I flipped the pages over, and the center page, this eagle was there. Except for, well, it wasn't exactly like this. This wing here was furrowed back, and it was kind of foreshortening, but I changed that.
Was that after the figure was done?
Beg pardon?
Was that after the figure was done?
Well, the figure was on there. Well, I did it, might say, all together, you know. The idea was, Sanata Kumары comes with the Book of the Law and the Ruby Sword of Victory. That was my thinking in doing it, you know. So, of course, I needed the eagle. And the sword itself is my design. That I couldn't find a proper sword, so I had to come up with something myself. So.
Makes me feel like I'm floating on a cloud. Or else the earth has been translated into the violet planet. Well, it is something that I never even imagined would ever happen in my lifetime. I never even considered it something important, you know. And all of a sudden, they arrived before Christmas, before the class, with the painting finished, and it's almost like on the outer I didn't go through the process of 3 years, and all of a sudden it's physically present.
I would like to say one other thing too concerning this. I want to thank Richard and Amanda Plona for bringing it here from Houston, and so we had quite a time coming through the snowstorm and in the mountains there, just getting down the mountains with it, because we had two Suburbans. We had one hooked to the other, and the painting was in the back one, and of course they're quite heavy with a crate and everything, and it was just pushing us all over down the hill there. So I want to thank them and thank Archangel Michael for the protection, getting it here.
Well, I want you to all remember that you are the sword in the right hand of the Mother, and we carry the book of the law together. And those jewels are for the 5 secret rays. And as you know, it's the one thing of the secret rays that I have worn, despite all of the condemnation of seems like the whole wide planet. And there he has reproduced those focuses exactly. And in those hands, you can see that that is where I am holding the balance, as well as in the heart of your own path of the secret rays. So, we thank you. We invite all of you to our New Year's Day dinner now. And God bless you all.